wasn't that funny. You didn't miss anything at home. Inside the NBA presented by Hyundai comes your way momentarily. All the night's highlights and whatever these two are up to. And John Thompson sits down with Dirk Nowitzki.
Got our workout. Oh, boy. I need mouth to mouth right now.
Ernie, don't look over here.
Oh, my goodness.
What was that all about?
Here's Jackie. Semi-Pro is hilarious. Will Ferralicious.
Hello there. I, Jackie Moon, will wrestle a bear.
Jackie Moon! The only thing I care about is my hair. It's a slam dunk. Semi-Pro puts the fun in Funkadelic.
Have you ever been to an orgy? Just come back from an orgy.
Semi-Pro, rated R, starts Friday only in theaters.
Wow, this new KFC toasted wrap is good.
Yeah, you said that.
It's toasted, it's melty. Check out these grill marks, huh?
Just because it's toasted doesn't mean it's so much better than my snack wrap with ranch.
I didn't say
Maybe
anything.
mine's better. Meg, if you had to choose between
That one.
You asked her.
It's not done till it's toasted. Introducing the new KFC Toasted Wrap. Grill pressed so it's always warm and melty. And at just $1.29, see for yourself. Life tastes better with KFC.
I found it. One medicine for my seasonal allergies. Veramist nasal spray. I've got the power of one to treat all my nasal symptoms. All my eye symptoms, too. It's true. Veramist is FDA approved to treat seasonal nasal and eye symptoms.
For best results, use once daily. Side effects may include nosebleed or nasal sores. Nasal fungal infection, glaucoma, or cataracts may occur.
And for your first 30 days free, go to Veramist.com. Ask your doctor about Veramist for seasonal allergy symptoms. The power of one.
Is there anyone out there who wants more choice? Is there anyone out there who wants more freedom? Is there anyone out there who wants to be treated with a little more respect? It's time to give choice a voice. MoneyGram. Money transfer. Power is in your hands.
You're up.
ROTFL, 8 points.
WTG.
ROTFL. Rothfull's not English. Is texting all you girls do?
Oh, NUD.
AYL.
Question mark?
I have completely failed you as a parent.
Text like there's no two MORO. AT&T's family plan, now with unlimited texting to anyone on any network. AT&T, your world delivered. Get the exclusive Walkman slider for only $49.99.
Monday.
Do good things and good things happen to you. Do bad things and it'll come back to haunt you.
Bad karma meets bad dogma.
Lighten up, Toots. It's a party.
My name is Earl and Family Guy. Together Monday night at 8 on TBS.
Here in Los Angeles, the Lakers care about the community. Vladimir Radmanovich stressed teamwork at a Lakers youth basketball clinic. Lamar Odom helped dedicate a new reading and learning center at a Boys and Girls Club. Kobe Bryant ran a clinic for dozens of young kids, teaching fundamentals and stressing the value of sportsmanship. And I read to a group of students to encourage them to develop a lifelong love of reading. I'm Derek Fisher of the Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA, where caring happens.
Well, the Los Angeles Lakers are now 11-1 with Pau Gasol in the lineup. They have won 10 in a row and have gone from 6th in the West to 1st in the West in the course of that winning streak. We welcome you to Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. Not unexpectedly, the Lakers 106, Miami 88. That's 14 straight road losses for Miami.
You know what, Ernie? They're 10-1 with Gasol.
Right, 11-1.
I thought it was 12.
That's impressive to throw a new guy in a new system. They started out on the road, really didn't have a lot of practice time. That's pretty remarkable. That shows you, number one, how smart and how good a player Gasol is. Because not only are they winning games, they beating the hell out of people.
But also it shows how good Kobe Bryant is.
Oh, no. Well, Kobe's always been Kobe. But for a guy to basically
come in and just jump in.
And don't miss a beat. I mean, because he came in the first night and got like 25 and 16 or 17. That's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, he was averaging 21 and 7 as a Laker coming in. He goes for 13 and 11 tonight. So does Odom. Kobe, a very easy 21, and they win it going away 106-88. What do you say we look at the highlights?
We just saw the damn game.
It's not about you. This is about the fans at home.
They just saw the game,
what
too.
What they might have missed had they been out.
Good pass.
Wow.
Luke Walton with a finish.
That's a picture-perfect fast break, like no dribbles.
Ball Kobe at the floor.
Yep.
Okay. Now look for Powell. Right there. That's easy.
I mean,
you know what, Ernie? But the game, as a guy who, the game is easier when you play with better players.
How about this move by Kobe? How about one more?
You know, they don't complain about his finger anymore.
He's got it all taped up. Gary Beatty does it all nice every night.
Gary Beatty,
better pass. Good finish. Come on, that's Showtime basketball is back. Is Showtime back?
Had him on their feet.
No, let's don't get.
I'm just asking.
Well, let's don't get plumb damn goofy in here. This ain't Showtime now.
That was a Showtime.
Jordan Farmar, by the way, while you spit that out, Kenny, led them with 24. They win 106-88. You know, it's been December 10th since Miami won a road game. They've lost.
What they play next?
Away from home. They're in Seattle tomorrow night, and then they're at Sacramento Sunday.
They got they're not going to be Reggie Theus and Chuck Person doing a hell of a job in Sacramento.
Yeah, they could get off the schneid. Anyway,
hey, Randy Brown, I don't want to leave him out.
That brings us to the State Farm playoff push. Let's take a look at this wild, wild West, shall we? The Lakers maintain the top spot. San Antonio's right there on their heels, tied in the loss column. San Antonio won tonight. The question, I guess, down there at the bottom is Houston going to hang around with Yao Ming out? Denver going to get a push in there? Is Golden State going to hang on? First question is, without Yao, does Houston stay in the top 8? Kenny?
No. I think that he's too valuable in terms of what he brings to the team for the other players, for Shane Battier, Luther Head, Scola. He made the game easier for them. Tracy McGrady can make the game easy for himself, but it's difficult at times because he plays so perimeter-oriented to make the game easy for his teammates. So Yao Ming drew double teams, passed out the double team, he rebounded, he made the job easy for his teammates.
And they're going to change the way they play. One of my criticism of the Rockets been they got Rafe Allen's a good point guard, but what they need is a guy who can push and get McGrady easier baskets because he's a ball stopper in the half court. The rest of their guys just shoot standing threes. All they should have been getting that ball up the court a lot faster, getting easier baskets. Now their flaws are really going to show.
But with Yao, Rafer, I thought was a pretty good point guard because what he did, he set the tempo and he set it and he made sure that he got the ball. So now without Yao, I think it does show.
But that's not what the Rockets need. Like when you have a big man that good, you run, and then if you don't have the fast break, you can set up. And Rafa, I think they got to change the way they play. They got to really speed the tempo up because all them guys you mentioned, they're standing jump shooter. Trace is really the only guy on that team who can really get his shot anytime he wants to.
Next question. I do not want, the top 3 or the top 4 are these. The best team in the Western Conference right now is?
You don't want the top 3?
I don't want, it's either these guys.
You don't want the Lakers?
No, I want the best.
Oh, okay, just one definitive answer. The best team in the Western Conference is the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's not, to me, the reason being is they're playing great now, and you know the addition of Bynum is going to be positive because of the way he plays. And it's not even going to be on the offensive end. It's going to be on the defensive end because the layup drill against them will be over because you'll have 3 7-foot guys, and it's going to be difficult to score against them.
Charles?
I'm going to have to agree with George Jefferson on this one.
We're moving on.
Because, my biggest question was, could they win without Bynum? And now is he going to give them just more gas to pour on the fire? And I still think in my top three, the Lakers.
What did I say before?
Okay, sorry, Ernie.
Thank you. They're 38-5 are the Lakers. Now when they score 100 points also.
Who's your second best team? Who is the win the Western Conference? That's big.
I'll ask the question.
That's big.
When we come back.
Who's going to be there with him?
Time out with John Thompson. He's going to ask the questions. Tonight, the coach sits down with the Mavs' new 1-2 punch, Jason Kidd and Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, it wasn't 1-2 tonight. He ain't playing the last 30 seconds.
It was more like one punch.
What do you guys see as your largest hurdle in the West in getting the Golden Championship?
Ourselves. You know, you have to see it, you have to believe it, and you know, when times are tough, you know, don't let go of the rope. You know, just grab it a little bit tighter and hold on.
An unlikely team is digging up the drama on TNT.
Cops get stuck for bringing people like you, squints.
Oh, you mean people with very high IQs and basic reasoning skills?
Yeah. He wants the bad guy.
I'm gonna spread the pain. That's my new motto.
She wants the facts.
What clue are we missing?
But every Tuesday night, they'll both find the truth, no matter what it takes.
What are you trying to do?
Blackmail you.
I don't like it.
I'm fairly certain you're not supposed to.
Bones, Tuesday at 10, only on TNT. We know drama.
So the question for everyone today is, should Southwest Airlines be banned?
Well, Stan, I'm not sure, but I think the question you really have to ask is, does flying Southwest Airlines give certain business people an unfair advantage?
I think it does.
But look, guys, nobody is trying to hide their use of Southwest. These business people flying Southwest have been very open about it. And frankly, it's available to anybody who wants to use it.
Okay, let's move on to our next subject.
You're now free to be more productive.
Lobsterfest is the time of year to let yourself indulge in something buttery and sweet. The time of year to give yourself succulent Maine and rock lobster tails. It's lobster, fire grilled, roasted, all served with fresh salad and our warm Cheddar Bay biscuits. It's Lobsterfest. Right now, only at Red Lobster. Come see what's fresh today.
Hyundai believes a test drive of the 2008 Santa Fe should be just that, a test. So aim for potholes, gun it on green, and stop in a hurry. Test anything and everything. Well, almost everything. Come test drive the crossover SUV that beats all others in owner satisfaction.
For a limited time, get 0% financing for 48 months on any new 2007 Santa Fe.
Inside the NBA, brought to you by Hyundai. Discover the power of thoughtful engineering at thinkaboutit.com. And by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom.
For Jason Kidd, it's a career that has come full circle. Back to the Mavericks, the team that drafted him in 1994. Remember those 2+ seasons? Co-Rookie of the Year, part of the ill-fated 3 J's with Jim Jackson and Jamal Mashburn. He returns to a Dallas team that features Dirk Nowitzki, who, like Kidd, has been to the NBA Finals with no ring to show for it. A handful of games into their new partnership, they sat down with John Thompson to reflect on a trade that almost wasn't and look ahead to what they hope is another run to the finals.
Big story this week with the possible trade. Jason Kidd joining your team. Your teammate Devin George blocked it. How does that affect the team chemistry, and how disappointed are you?
As far as I'm concerned, the trade didn't go down yet, so we got to work with what we have.
Tell us about what you think is going to happen in the next 48 hours. Do you think you'll be in Dallas?
Hopefully there's going to be a decision made here after the game, or hopefully by tomorrow morning.
If you had to trust your gut, what would you say?
Then I would probably be in Dallas.
You guys had a chance to get together in New Orleans before this deal was done. And don't BS me. What did y'all talk about?
Well, it was a weird time, just because that Wednesday before the trade was supposed to be happening, and then Devin George did what he did, and then, really from hour to hour things changed. One minute it looked great, and an hour later they said it's not going to happen now.
For me, I was just happy to find out that I was going somewhere because it was on, off, on and off. So not knowing what was going to happen, I just got to a point where you just hope, either way, traded or not traded, that I, could settle in and just play basketball.
How difficult was it for you in New Jersey the last couple of years?
We just didn't live up to the billing, and that falls on my shoulders. As being a leader, I accept that responsibility, but now, that time is behind me, and I can learn from those experiences, and hopefully with the guys here, share with them those experiences if I'm ever in that situation.
Dirk, why Jason?
Well, I felt like, I played with Steve for so long, and, I know how it is to play with a point guard that could pass, over the last 2 years, I felt like, nothing against Devin and Jason. I love those 2 point guards, but we all know they're scoring guards first, and we just needed a little change there. I felt, make the game easier. We had to work so hard to get our shots off. Everything was ISOs. It was hard shots and contested shots, and I feel like Jason can help us tremendously in that area.
You had so many good players that wanted you to come with their team. What impact did that have on you at this point in your career?
From the outside, being considered old or done, and you have the MVP, of the league, wanting to have you on his team, that just makes me feel young. That excites me because I feel I can still play at a high level. And just help the team win, do the little things to help the team win. And, I don't have to score to be effective. Play defense, rebound, get the loose ball, and find the open guy and run. And I felt if I got to Dallas, I could do that.
Have you guys learned anything that you didn't know before about each other after playing together?
His work ethic, off the charts.
Tell me about that.
I mean, don't tell him. It's just his work ethic. I mean, just his, his desire to get better. And for me, on the other side, I didn't know the time that he put into his game to become, who he is today.
He thinks so much about passing that he could be right at the rim. All he needs to do is do this, and he still likes to do the 360 spin move and throw it behind the back. So I guess that's how he is. But I think there will be games where he has to go in the paint some and score some to keep the defense honest. But I mean, he's the best passer in the game.
How important is it that he moves so well without the ball for somebody who passes as well as you do, rather than just standing there and saying, giving it to me and let me create it myself?
Catching and wave me out of the way?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's great because to his advantage, he's 7 feet, even if he doesn't want to be 7 feet. So he normally has a bigger guy on him, and with his knowledge and his ability to get open and shoot, it makes my job a lot easier because once I see the little crack, well, then here it comes.
I'm going to revisit. What do you mean, why, even though he doesn't want to be 7 feet?
Well, most 7-footers don't want to be 7 feet. They want to be 6'10".
He screwed up the game. I always say that about him. He screwed up the damn game. Every guy in the damn country who can't do what he does, that's 7 feet, and that's what you alluding to, tries to do what he can do.
Shoot jumpers.
But he does it extremely well.
He does it very well.
Right.
What do you guys see as your largest hurdle in the West in getting the goal of the championship?
Ourselves. You have to see it, you have to believe it, and when times are tough, don't let go of the rope. Just grab it a little bit tighter and hold on and fight through that peak where you feel like it's coming to an end, because nothing comes easy, and the way the West is stacked right now, it's not going to be an easy climb. But if you just hold on, you never know what can happen. So I think it would be us.
Can this guy push you all over the top?
I think so. That's what we need is veteran leadership at the point guard, and he knows how to win. and hopefully we're going to have a great run at it.
Can you push them over the top?
With their help, yes.
Smart man.
Smart man.
Well, the Mavs had beaten Memphis, Minnesota, and Chicago for their 3-game winning streak. Now it's big boy basketball tonight, taking on the San Antonio Spurs in their gym.
Take some of that.
Dunking over Dampier.
Between the legs, behind his back. Pow, take that.
Now, Josh Howard's been bothered by a sore lower back.
Take that, though.
So does everybody
right
in the NBA.
I know.
Quit hanging on the damn rim. His back wouldn't hurt.
Manu Ginobili before the half.
Hey, that boy's been balling, averaging 30 points a game the last 6 games. That's impressive.
At 15 in the half tonight, tied up at 47. Let's go third quarter.
Don't come. He fooled you. Why did you come over? Why would you come over? Let him shoot it. No leave dirt.
28 on 5 out of 15 on the night. 17 points coming from the free throw line for Dirk Nowitzki.
Brandon Bass.
No, Jason Kidd gonna really help Brandon Bass. He gonna get him. He got him going tonight. But he gonna be great for him.
Yeah, they had a brief 5-point lead there. Then the game was tied, and then San Antonio broke the tie on Duncan's move from Ginobili, 31-15 for TD, and then Nowitzki.
Ooh, get some of that.
Over Bruce Bowen, we are tied again at 94. Duncan untied it with a couple of clutch free throws, and then Jason Terry, with Jason Kidd watching from the sidelines, has it swatted away by Bowen. Closing seconds. Dallas going to foul here, and Dirk Nowitzki going to run headlong into Eric Dampier.
That's why he's a basketball player, not a boxer.
Neither player hurt.
I hope one punch didn't hurt anybody.
97-94. San Antonio a winner over Dallas. That is 7 straight wins for the Spurs and 11 of their last 12 as the Mavs see their 3-game winning streak snapped. I mentioned that Jason Kidd was a spectator there in the last minute down the stretch on that final possession. And after the game, Craig Sager asked Avery Johnson about that.
You said you didn't have the last punch there at the end. What would be your decision not to have Jason Kidd on the floor for the last possession?
Well, we were looking at spreading the floor with all of our shooters in the game. We wanted to put Stack and Josh and Jet, and that gave Dirk some more room to operate in those situations. And just to show, Dirk made some great moves in there, got his jersey pulled a couple of times, and, he battled. But our spacing was good, and that's what we were doing on that particular one.
How's that working for you? They lose 97-94. And we've talked about this a little bit already tonight. But
Avery made a mistake, plain and simple. There's nothing you can say. First of all, if you give up 12 players, $3 million in cash for Jason Kidd Kidd's got to be in the game with the game on the line. Avery just made a mistake, plain and simple. Jason Kidd has to be in the game in that situation.
What you do is he's already your team leader, but you really empower him by putting him in the game at the last second, and you put it in his hands because you can't win without him doing that. At the end of the game, this is when he's at his best. This is a broken play situation. Jason Kidd would have had the ball in his hands. And, not saying that Jason Terry did do a good decision, but there's 2 guys open on that left wing. And the first thing Dirk said, he's a pass-first guy. 2 guys would have been open and had a possibility for a wide-open shot. He's the leader. You made him captain. He comes out there.
You gave up 6 players for him.
You give up
and $3 million in cash.
He's got to be on the floor the last 30 seconds of a game.
Jason Kidd was asked about those last couple of possessions, and after the game he said, they've been together down the stretch. I understand what play they're looking for, so I'm over here cheering for my guys to knock down a 2 or a 3.
And that was great Jason said that. That was the right thing to say, even though it's bull.
They knew what to do down the stretch, but the reason that they couldn't get over the hump in Golden State and in the past is they don't have a leader who is tough-minded. We always used to say Dallas is a soft team. Jason Kidd is anything but soft. He's tough-minded. He's a tough player. He's going to make sure that you get the shot you want. You might not hit it, but you're going to get the shot you want.
Yeah, they never even got a shot.
San Antonio led by 1 going to the fourth quarter. They hang on to win 97-94. They're 22-0 at home when they take a lead. to the fourth quarter. When we come back, more highlights. The other side of that kid deal. Devin Harris makes his debut in Jersey.
Hey, Guy Fieri here. As host of TV's Ultimate Recipe Showdown, I see great home cooks face off every week. We looked at thousands of recipes, and now the dishes inspired by our champions are all at Fridays. People spent years perfecting these. There's so much going on here. Smokiness, sweetness, big seasoning, big flavor. You gotta check this out. Ultimate Recipe Showdown menu starting at just $8.99. Give me more Fridays.
Without sweat, a tennis court is just green concrete. A half pipe, a bunch of plywood. A football field, just a nice lawn. And a blacktop is just a patch of hot asphalt. The game takes sweat, and nothing refuels your body to go longer and stronger. Better than Gatorade.
People who come here for the wrong reasons, they never last.
Jake Tyler fought the world.
No fighting outside the gym or you're out.
Until one man.
You're so set on hurting people, control the outcome.
Gave him something bigger to fight for.
Still sure it's worth it?
Win, lose, it makes no difference. This is my fight.
On March 14th.
Never back down, come on.
Never back down. Rated PG-13. March 14th.
Homeowners, has your adjustable interest rate mortgage gone up? Way up? Fix it at Zoom Credit. At the speed of light, get a fixed rate that's refreshingly low. Everyone who applies receives a free home appraisal. Apply online now at Zoom310.com. That's Zoom310.com. For car loans, debt settlement, debt consolidation, Zoom Credit is America's financial supermarket. Apply now at Zoom310.com. That's Zoom310.com.
How would you like to go from this to this instantly? Now with Kimaro's new Body Shaper, you can look up to 20 pounds thinner without the hassle of diets or exercise programs. Call now and get the new Body Shaper for only $39.95. And we'll even include the new Bottom Shaper along with the black new Body Shaper set free with your order. Just pay the small extra handling charges. Order online at youbuyeasy.com or call 1-800-259-9683.
Back here on Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai. Marcus Williams has been starting at the point for New Jersey with the departure of Jason Kidd. He hits the early three, but it wouldn't be long before we saw Devin Harris make his New Jersey debut.
And he was frozen in time, looked like.
And
Devin Harris is a good player. He's got a good future ahead of him.
Made a nice first impression for the fans there at the Izod Center. Didn't miss in the first half. Knocks down a three there, part of a 10-1 run to end the first quarter. He had 16 points in the first half on 6 of 6 shooting and 3 out of 3 from beyond the arc. Meantime, there's Michael Redd, who's had a pretty good week, had 42 against the Nuggets, had a game winner against the Cavs.
Everybody get 42 against the Nuggets, just for the record.
That's the Stroh Show before the break, 68-55.
He's going to help them. They need a little extra lift.
Devin Harris to Vince Carter, who had 19.
You don't like the Stroh Show?
You know, a lot of talent. A lot of talent. Has never grown and matured into the player he should be.
Yeah.
But very talented.
Thank you very much.
21 points.
Great number. He got a chance of being a star.
That was his only bucket of the second half for Devin Harris. He finishes with 21 on 7 of 13. And New Jersey wins 120-106, so the Nets now 26-32. Came in there as the number 8 seed. And they're right there with Philadelphia in that 7-8 race right now. Here are the guys who were acquired recently, and Devin Harris, the only guy to come off the bench in his debut, and 21 points and 5 assists.
But all 4 of those trades are going to be good for all those teams in the long run. New Jersey got a starter for the next few years. J.K., the Mavericks is back in it. Like Mike Bibby coming to the Hawks. Yep. And Damon Stoudemire is going to be a great guy to bench down in San Antonio.
There's going to be another point guard switching homes soon. It's going to be Sam Cassell.
Sam I am.
Our insider David Aldridge says $800,000 buyout with the Clippers, and he's going to sign with the Celtics on Monday. The effect of Sam Cassell on what Boston has going right now. 2 S's, 2 L's.
Well, leadership. You know, I think Rondo's doing a great job because he pushes the tempo. I like what he has done so far. They have the best record in the NBA, so you can't fault him. But what Sam Cassell brings is you won't panic down the stretch. You won't feel nervous. You'll feel comfortable. The same reason they bring a Jason Kidd in certain respects to Dallas, because down the stretch, you're going to feel comfortable, and he's going to get you into something or get a shot for himself or his teammates. And he's been big on the biggest stages of all his career, and this is no bigger.
I'm not sure how much Sam got left in the tank. Great guy, been a heck of a player, but he's 38 years old. I think it's a bad matchup with him if they have to play against the Pistons because Chauncey Billups too big, too strong for him. But the interesting thing to me in the East is who's going to have to play a tough second-round series. That's really what it comes down to. One of those teams are going to have to play Boston, Detroit, or Cleveland. I love what Daddy Ferry did, getting LeBron some help. And it's a 3-team dogfight because anytime those damn Cavaliers on the court and they got that boy, that man, LeBron James, they got a chance against anybody.
Yeah, right now, Cleveland and Toronto would meet in the first round, and the winner of that 4-5 would get the winner of 1-8, Boston and New Jersey right now. So it could be Boston and Cleveland.
Well, Cleveland's going to move up.
Conference semifinals, and you think they're
and like it really is. Let's stop kidding ourselves. Boston, Detroit, and Cleveland on a whole nother planet. Orlando, I'm not sure. They should have made a trade, but they know their future is bright for them. But it's a 3-team dog race.
Yeah, or dog fight, or dog race, whatever you prefer. Cleveland.
Or hell, I said what I want to say. Hell.
It's a dog race. It's a real horse fight. Anyway, Cleveland and Toronto, as high as Cleveland's going to go is 4. Because
we're in Atlanta. These animal fights.
Yeah, or 3 or 4. So we'll see. It's. I think we've gone down the wrong trail there. Anyway,
well, I think it's Boston. I think the Boston's got to have. They got to hold on to the number 1 seed because. Ernie, could you quit laughing? See, Kitty,
you know. He caught it late.
No, I caught what I said. Now I caught what you said.
Late.
This is not the place to be joking about dogs.
That's why I call it a horse fight.
Exactly.
What do you say we move on to our EAS peak performance of the night? That'd be a very nice.
Hey, what happened to my stuff too?
I have no idea.
Hey man, y'all stole my EAS stuff.
The crew's been consuming it. Here's Vince Carter from Devin Harris.
Yeah, send me some more Slim Slow.
It's not a diet food.
No, they got stuff to help me get my energy level up.
Well, it's called going to sleep at night. That'll help too.
We'll be back with more.
Sleep nights, young man. Sleep
just
nights.
a second. You're watching Inside the NBA.
Oh my God.
In racing, the lucky dog is the guy who gets his lap back after a caution flag. But at Aaron's, everybody's a lucky dog. At Aaron's, you can get a lap back on your credit no matter what your situation is because there are no credit checks at Aaron's. You're pre-approved. And Aaron's has the lowest prices on name brand furniture, electronics, appliances, and computers guaranteed. Come see why everybody's a lucky dog at Aaron's. Attaboy, Lucky. Good dog.
We're not getting out, so we've proven Shell gasoline stops gunky buildup on critical engine parts that low-quality discount gasoline can leave behind.
Where's the next rest stop? Do you have... No. Go fish?
Look, Shell gasoline stop gunky buildup, helping your car to perform at its best. So you ready for another 5,000 miles?
Yeah.
Can we clean up first?
Now clean up the gunk inside your car too with collectible microfiber cleaning cloths. Free with a minimum 10-gallon purchase at Shell.
Is there anyone out there who wants more choice? Is there anyone out there who wants more freedom? Is there anyone out there who wants to be treated with a little more respect? It's time to give choice a voice. MoneyGram. Money transfer. Power is in your hands.
Maxiderm works exactly as they said it would.
You literally start feeling it in under 60 seconds.
She actually bought it for me. Now I'm a big believer.
It's never been better. Male enhancement doesn't always mean there's a problem. Maxiderm is for any man or couple that's looking for more. Customers report that it starts working in under 60 seconds, so you can see more, feel more, and enjoy more.
Call the number on the bottom of your screen right now to try Maxiderm absolutely risk-free. Plus, for a limited time, receive a free pack of Vasamine for sustained performance.
What a big difference. Big. Not everybody needs a prescription. That's why we created Maxiderm, the instant male enhancement formula that can make a big difference today.
Call the number on the bottom of your screen right now to try Maxiderm absolutely risk-free. Plus, for a limited time, receive a free pack of Vasamine for sustained performance. Call in the next 15 minutes for free upgraded rush delivery.
Karma this, dummy.
I just won $100,000 and was immediately hit by a car.
Karma. At TBS, get what you deserve. My name is Earl, beginning Monday at 10 on TBS. Very funny.
You notice his finger don't hurt on offense? Ooh, get some of that, Tyrus Thomas. I tell you what, if those Suns don't have to play one in, they'd be the best. They can score with anybody.
Those are your Southwest Airlines
flights of the week.
Yeah. Back to wrap things up on Inside. Very, very entertaining.
I might get a record deal singing like that.
Why don't you do Superman?
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
No matter how demanding my workout is, I'm not done until I finish it with EAS MyoFlex. Taken within 30 minutes after my workout, the high-quality protein in MyoFlex helps me refuel and build lean muscle. That way, I don't waste my workout. Now I'm done. Grab your EAS MyoFlex at a leading retailer near you, or for your free sample, go to EAS.com.
Buffalo Wild Wings. You have to be here.
This weekend, all the drama is on TNT. Tomorrow night at 8, beware the Headless Horseman with Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci in Sleepy Hollow. Saturday night at 8.
Put this thing down.
Stop a hijacking with Nicolas Cage in Con Air. And Sunday night at 8, eliminate the infection with The Rock in Doom. Tomorrow at 8, Sleepy Hollow with limited commercial interruption. Saturday at 8, Con Air. And Sunday at 8, Doom with limited commercial interruption. It all starts tomorrow at 8 on TNT.
Tuesday.
Bones identifies bodies for us.
Don't call me Bones.
An unlikely team.
I'll take you down to FBI headquarters in handcuffs.
He'll do it. He doesn't like you.
Is digging up the lighter side of the drama you love on TNT.
She doesn't like to be touched.
God, if I were you, I'd buy a ticket on that ride. Don't enjoy this.
What?
Bones. Tuesday at 10. Only on TNT. We know drama.
Inside the NBA, brought to you by Hyundai. Discover the power of thoughtful engineering at thinkaboutit.com.
And by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom.
It's time for
EJ's Neato Stat of the Night.
Sponsored by nobody.
And at this time, it is our pleasure on the Neato Stat of the Night to congratulate Charles Barkley on signing a new contract with Turner Sports. Is this a four-year deal, Charles?
It's a 4-year deal, and I just want to thank Turner, number one, but I want to thank the crew. We got the best crew.
Why don't you give them some of the money then?
Well, I don't like them that much. But they are the best, and I really thank you guys for making us look good every night. I mean, I know it's easy to make me look good. I mean,
yeah, exactly. You know what I really enjoyed about that whole thing was the press conference you had.
Which one?
About the new deal.
This is going to be painful. Let me see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, guys, I guess sex is definitely out of the question tonight.
Thanks for telling us.
I'm just letting you know that.
Chuck, you've been at Turner for 8 years. Does it really feel like it's been a success?
I still never expected to accomplish and do the things I've did the last 16 years. I expected.
Chuck, it's been only 8 years.
Well, it's been fun.
Charles, it's been reported that your workload will increase with frequent NBA TV appearances. How do you feel about that?
I am a little sad. I cried a little bit, but
Mr. Barkley, it's been widely reported that you're making way more money than EJ or Kenny. Is your relationship still good?
No, I said it was definitely over before the season started. This kind of just like seals it, I think.
That was good.
As a matter of fact, it does. Anyway,
that's good. Yeah,
that was good.
So anyway, Ernie.
Yeah.
Those are the people behind the scenes, right? They make the whole show go.
They certainly do. Best crew in the business, and again, Charles, for real, it's great news.
Well, it's great news. In a job that you work 1 day a week is great.
And you got 4 more years? How many more you got, Ernie? 8 more years?
Ernest here for life.
We're here for a long time together.
Hey, listen, I would have signed for 25 years to work 1 day a week if y'all gave